Hello everybody, welcome to the JavaScript course. In this video, I'm going to discuss the way to access the nodes from a DOM tree. So there are many nodes in the DOM tree, and their relationship can be of one of these types. Each one can be a parent of others, and one node can be a sibling of others, and a node can be a child of others, and a node can be a descendant of others. So I'm going to tell you these relationships from a DOM tree. And then I'm also able to tell you the way to really get the element nodes only, rather than getting the text node, the comment node, or the document node. Because it is usually the element nodes that is more important in manipulating the content of a web page. Now, let us see the HTML file first. The HTML file has some content shown here. I have a head here, and in the head I have a title, and in the body I have a number of tags shown here, and I have to load a JavaScript file called myscript.js, which is stored in the JS folder, and that's why I have a script here to link to this particular JavaScript file. So let me go to the JavaScript file. In order for me to use the strict mode, I have to say use strict on the first line of the JavaScript file. And then I can go back to the HTML file again. So what is the DOM tree corresponding to this particular HTML page? I can make use of a DOM tree viewer on the web. So let me copy all the things here. And then I'm going to use this particular live DOM viewer on the web. So you can always use this web page, and then you can paste the code here. And after the pasting, you are able to see the DOM tree immediately. So you can see that we have a document node, and then the purple nodes are the element nodes, and the text nodes are also shown here, and we have a comment node at the end. Okay, so we have also the script node to indicate the JavaScript file that we are going to link to. Okay, so in general, we can have the hierarchy pattern shown on the DOM tree viewer. And let me try to use a PDF file to indicate that particular DOM tree. So the DOM tree is already indicated here, and you can see that the text node here is usually storing the new line character and the spaces converted from the tab button. So when I press a tab on my editor, I'm able to have some spaces. So usually the text node corresponds to these spaces, as well as the carriage return button. Okay, so let me try to tell you the relationship between these nodes on my particular HTML file. Okay, so let's go to the right hand side. So we have a head node here, and this head node together with this text node and this body node are actually the children of the HTML node on the first level. So you can see that HTML node is on the second line, and when we do some indentation, I'm able to indicate that the head node here together with this text node and this body node are actually known as the children of this HTML node. Okay, so we have the relationship called children here. And the second relationship to talk about is the parent. So what is the parent? In my example, the head here is actually the parent of the title node. Okay, so you can see that the head node here is actually indented compared to the title node. Okay, so in this kind of indentation, you can see that the head is actually the parent of the title node. Okay, as the head is one level upper than the title. Okay, so this is the relationship you can visualize from a DOM tree by using a DOM tree viewer. Okay, so head is the parent of the title. Okay, and then I'm going to tell you the meaning of a descendant in a DOM tree. So all the nodes under the head, for example here, all these things, including even lower levels, in particular this text node are all the descendants of the head node. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Altogether, we have 4 nodes that are the descendants of the head node. Okay. So the even lower levels are also known as the descendants. Okay. That's why the head node has 4 descendants. Okay. And the last one to talk about is the siblings. So let us talk about the siblings by visualizing the ordered list on my HTML file. So I've already copied the ordered list content on the second page of my PDF file. So you can see that the highlighted nodes here are the siblings of one another. So this list element node and this text node are the siblings of each other. Okay, the reason why I say that they are siblings is that they share the same parent, which is the ordered list node. Okay, so you can see that these two are the siblings, these two are the siblings, and this is also the sibling. So an ordered list element node has 5 siblings, and you can see that this text point 1 and the text point 2 are not the siblings of the ordered list element node, because you can see that they are one level lower than the list element node. Okay, so these two are not counted as the siblings of the ordered list element node. Okay, so we have these 4 names explained very clearly now. So let us go back to the JavaScript file to really access the nodes. Okay. So how about getting the head element first? Let us try to type something like this. So I say alert document.head. So when we refer to the DOM tree again, I'm able to get this head node. So is that the case? Let us see. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see HTML head element is coming out. That means I'm able to get that particular head node. Okay. And I can also use the same idea to get the body node. So I can use document.body to get the body node. So document here is actually the document node at the beginning, okay, corresponding to the very first line of the HTML file. And under the document node, I have a head followed by a body. That's why I'm able to get this body node here. Okay. So let me try. Save. Reload. Yes, you can get the body node by using the document.body command. Okay. And then I'm going to test whether the head node has a child node or not. So let me go back to the document. The head node has a child or not. So you can see that this text node is a child of the head node. Same for the title here and the text node here. So we can know that the head really has some children. So let me see how we can do it on the JavaScript file. Okay, so I pick up my head first, and then I want to use has child nodes a method to see whether this head has child nodes or not. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see true coming out because according to the DOM tree here, you can see that there are a number of children. This one, and this one. So we have 3 children, 2 text nodes and 1 element node. Okay. And then I'm going to get the first child node of my head. So let us see how we can do it. So by using the first child property, I'm able to get the first child of my head node. So let us see what it means here. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see text here. What does it mean by text here? Let me go back to the DOM tree. Now the head is here, and the first child is actually this text node. That's why I have text coming out here. But we actually don't really see this text node on the HTML web page, because the text node is just showing the new line character and the spaces. That's why they are not the element nodes that are shown on the web page, but it is actually the first child. That's why we can have the text here as the first child of the head node, okay? And how about getting the element node, which is this one? So this is actually the first element node of the head node. So how can we get this element node? I can have another command to use. So let me show you the command. In order to show the first element node, I have to use first element child. So if you forget the word element here, you are not able to get the element node. Possibly you will just get the text node. That is helping you to change the line and show the spaces. Okay, so let me see the result by saving it first. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see the title element has come out, because this is really the first element node. So this text node is not counted as an element node. That's why we have to skip this one until we get the first element node of the head node. Okay. And then I'm going to show you the way to get the child node stored in a collection. So what does it mean by child nodes? It is actually the collection of all the children corresponding to a certain node. So for this head, we have so many children. Okay. This, and this. We have one text node, one element node, and one text node again. Now I'm trying to do it for the body. That means I'm trying to see the child nodes of the body node. Okay. So I pick up the document body first and store it in Adam body variable. So I'm trying to pick up the child node with index 4. So why will we have indices? Because we already know that there are so many child nodes for the body. So let us see the DOM tree again. This is child 0, index 0, I mean, child index 1, child index 2, child index 3, and child index 4. This is the horizontal rule, which is also an element node, which is actually 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, element 5, and so on. So we can have a lot of child nodes that can be indicated by the indices. Okay, so you can expect that we have this text node will show up according to the indices. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see the text node has shown up here, which means the fifth element of the child nodes. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that is the meaning of the index 4 here. Okay, and now I'm trying to get the first child of the body element. So what would be the first child according to the DOM tree here? For the body, the first element will be the text node. So let us see if it is the case. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see the text node has come out, because I'm just referring to the very first node. So this one is not an element node. If I want to get the first element node, of course I have to use the first element child property. So let me show you now. So I'm able to get the first element child by using the first element child property. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see the heading has come out. The heading here means this one, heading 1, which is really the first element child of the body node. Okay. And is it able to get the last child of a certain node? Yes, we can do so. Let me show you my way. the idea is to use the last child property. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see the script note has come out. The script note refers to that on the DOM tree as here. So this is the body, and the last element as a child of the body node is this node called script. Okay. And how about showing the last element child? I can do so. I just use last element child property. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see the script node has come out again, because this script node is really the element node, and it is also the final element node that can be found under the body node. Okay, so that is giving you the same answer in this example. Okay. And now I'm trying to show you some way to get the parent node of some particular node. So let me define the node to investigate first. So I define the node as this one, body, and then first element child. So according to the DOM tree, I'm referring to this heading node because this is the first element child of the body node. Okay, this is the first one. This is not the first element node because it is a text node, and the text node is not treated as an element node. Okay. So of course, when I want to print the first element node, I'm able to show the heading 1 content. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see the heading element has come out because I'm really referring to this very first element child of the body node. Okay. So what is the parent node of the H1 heading? According to the DOM tree again, you will see that the body node is actually the parent node of this particular H1 node. Okay, so let us see the result. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see the body element has come out because the body element is really the parent of the heading element node. Okay. So how about doing the parent element of my H1 element node? Let us see the result first. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see the body element has come out. So for this particular element called H1 here, the parent element is of course this body element. Okay. Since the body node is actually an element node, the two answers coming from these two lines will be referring to the same element node in the DOM tree. Okay, so for our particular case here, the two values will be the same. Okay, and now I'm trying to show you the way to access the siblings. So let me type my code first. So I'm trying to access the sibling of my H1 header. So what will we get? Save. Reload. You can see that we will get a text node. What does it mean by here? This is our first element, and the previous sibling would be this one, which is at the same level and which is just above the H1 element node. Okay, so this text node refers to this one. Okay. So how about the previous element sibling of the H1 header? Let us see the DOM tree first. When we see H1, its top has just one text node. So we can expect that there is no previous element sibling for H1. So we will have null in this case when we can't really find out a pertinent answer to the certain request. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see null because we have no such node, which is the previous element sibling of the H1 header. Okay, So you can see that this one is just a text node, which is not regarded as an element node. Okay. So what is the next sibling of the H1 heading? Let us see. So the next sibling would be this text node, because this is a text node that is just below the H1 heading. Okay. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see the text node has come out, which is referring to this text node. Okay. So how about the next element sibling of the heading node? Let us see. So the next element sibling would be paragraph, which is this one. So when we go down, we can see that the next element will be the paragraph node. So let us see the result. Save. Reload. Yes, you can see the paragraph element has come out, which refers to this one. So this one is just a text node, which is not regarded as an element node. So we have to go one row further to pick up the next node, which is actually a paragraph node, which is also regarded as an element node. So this video has already talked about the way to describe the relationship of the nodes. So when we go to the DOM tree, we can see the relationship very clearly, and we have already discussed the meaning of the parent, children, siblings, as well as the descendants. Okay, and we are able to get the children, parents, and the siblings very easily by using some particular properties mentioned in JavaScript, and we are able to get the element node very easily by using some appropriate command that contains the word element. And we are also able to collect the nodes in a collection, and we can indicate the particular node by indicating the index correctly. This is the end of the video. If you have any questions about my video, please leave your questions on the comment section below the video. If you like this video, please give me a like and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.